trusting God just because we don't. You know, we say we do.
Oh, yeah.
We talk a good game. But when it really comes to actually trusting him, that is so hard for us to do.
Yeah.
And it's simple.
Yes.
It's simple. And it would lighten the load.
Oh, yes.
We wouldn't even have the worries that we have
Cast all
now.
our cares on him because he cares for us.
Amen. Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, I have a question. I've heard minister wives and, other sisters in the church say how they get up and, after their husband's been gone, to work or whatnot and come home, and they get up and after they have worked, 8 hours and they're tired in their bodies and all of these things, I've heard them say, oh, well, I fix myself up and I put my face on. When I say face on, I mean makeup, and I got myself together for my husband. I want to know, is that doing too much? Because sometimes I don't put my makeup on like that, but I want to be presentable to my husband. I want my husband to be and to continue to be attracted to me. But sometimes every now and then I just may, throw on something or just go natural, and I'm just trying to figure out, do you have to do that to keep that spunk and keep that, tang, something that's going on in your marriage, you know what I'm saying,
Amen.
to satisfy your significant other.
What is your name?
Does it make sense?
Yes, it makes total sense.
sense.
And that's why we're kind of smiling, because it makes absolute sense. And you couldn't have made it any plainer. What is your name?
Lakeisha.
Lakeisha, let me ask you this. When you and your husband first were dating and when you guys first met, were you always made up?
I was. I can't even. I can't tell the story.
Okay,
I
so
was.
If you were always made, now I'm not saying go to bed with it on, but if you were always made up and always made yourself, if you started, Pastor Jenkins just said, and you know what, let me just share this. My sister's probably going to kill me. My sister has been married to my brother-in-law now 20 plus years, and a terrific marriage, and love them dearly. And his mother passed away years ago. But when my sister was dating my brother-in-law, they went to visit his mother, and dinner. She had prepared dinner, and my sister jumped up and she ran into the kitchen and she was, going to fix his plate. And his mother said, "Sweetheart, let me tell you something. If you start it, you're going to have to finish it."
Right.
So my sister politely put that plate down, and that was okay with my brother-in-law. You know what? But it's so fun. But it's true. If you start it, you got to keep it going. So, and I'm not saying.
I understand.
I'm joking with you. I'm not saying you got to be made up all the time.
Let me just share 3 quick things. I love your spirit. Let me share 3 quick things. Anything that's worth keeping requires effort.
Right.
If you're going to keep a home, you got to keep it up. If you're going to keep a lawn, you got to keep it up. Anything that's worth keeping requires effort. So that's number 1. Number 2, the Bible talks about, most importantly, that we're not to just be, that women are not just to be identified by the braiding of the hair and the jewelry that they wear. So there's also got to be inner beauty to go along with that exterior beauty. So I'm assuming you do both, because I can tell by your spirit. So we want to put it in balance. So first thing is, relationships require work. Second thing is the inner beauty. But the third thing is always be able to know when it's time to be yourself.
Amen.
When it's time to put in that little extra.
Amen.
And you can read those terms.
Right. Now that's beautiful. And sometimes feel like
Amen. Well, thank you, Lakeisha.
Thank you, Lakeisha.
Thank you.
Amen.
Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Right.
She started breaking up. Okay, Pastor Jenkins, we're going to take this final call.
Okay.
Caller, you're on the air.
How y'all doing?
Good. How are you? We got about 2 minutes.
Okay, I just wanted to say, me and my husband just got back together. We were separated for like 5 months, and I thought I honestly thought that it was over for good. Mm-hmm. But then I began to trust the Lord, and I began to remember the scripture. I began to call those things that be not as though they were, and then I believed it in my heart, and that's where the work come in. And I began to say to myself, because I was pointing the finger at my husband about things, but the Lord let me see myself. And once the Lord began to let me see myself, I began to, trust God even the more, saying, Lord, okay, do a work in me. And so I went to my husband, and when I went to him, we got back together, and we've been back together ever since. But
praise God.
It's like people got to look at marriage. You can't look at marriage like, oh, just get so relaxed. It's a job.
That's right.
It's just like when you get up and go to work every single day and work 8 hours a day. Oh, a marriage, you have to work on it if you want a good marriage.
Amen. What's your name?
Tammy Johnson.
Thank you so much, Sister Johnson, for calling. We look forward to hearing from you next Monday.
Amen.
Amen. All right, Pastor Jenkins, we're running close.
All right. Well, I tell you what, the best thing to say on this is we thank God for all our callers.
Amen.
But out of her last response, I just want to leave everybody with James chapter 3, verse 5, which talks about the tongue. When you get the chance, read that verse.